With every breath I take all of my days, I will glorify your name.
Parents, welcome to another episode of The Journey, a podcast intended to educate, equip, and entertain you as we talk about important issues facing our families. PCA is a Christ-centered, biblically based, and family-focused community of committed believers doing life together. We hope the information you hear on this podcast informs and inspires you to be a better parent. Welcome to The Journey.
All right, parents, welcome back to The Journey. This is Dan Panetti, and I've got two fantastic PCA employees with me because we're talking North Texas Giving Day, which is a really big deal, and our parents really want to know what this is all about. And so, Megan Rogers, you're now our Senior Director of Development and Stewardship.
Hello.
That is a mouthful,
Hi, Dan.
right? Does that all fit on like one little name badge?
It does. But you know, it's all good things because we want to be really good stewards of everybody's money.
Amen.
So
That's
it's
right.
It's part of being in development.
I love it, right? And
Yes.
then Kenzie Venus, right? New position for you, right? Last year you were in marketing.
Yep.
This year you are the Director of Development Events.
Yes.
Okay, so this is going to be one of those events.
It's one of those events.
And you, when we talk about this, okay, I got to see you talk about this at some of the curriculum nights here at the Plano campus, and you got to share a little bit about what North Texas Giving Day is. And so, right, you should have this thing down pretty well for our parents because you've already, right, given the commercial a few times.
A few times,
A few
yes.
times. So it's going to be good.
She does.
So
She does it very
who
well.
wants to start with just kind of diving in with the overall explanation of North Texas Giving Day because it's open and it has started.
Yes, it is. I'll dive in and
ahead.
start us off. We are so excited to be part of North Texas Giving Day. We partner with Community Foundation of North Texas, and we've been doing North Texas Giving Day, I think this might be like our 7th, 8th, 9th year. It's been several years that we've been doing it, and it is PCA's largest giving day of the year. And North Texas Giving Day is one of the best ways for our whole community to get together. Open giving starts September 1st, goes through September 19th, and we encourage our whole community, all parents, grandparents, anybody who wants to help make PCA a better place to give through North Texas Giving Day.
Yeah, so it's not just a day, even though it sounds like a day, North Texas Giving Day, right? And that 19th, that Thursday or whatever that is that they all kind of focus on, it's actually open now, though. So it's not just one day, but it's you can start
Right.
giving today, you can give on the 12th, you can give on the 14th, right?
That's
you can
right.
give all the way till the 19th.
Through the 19th,
Okay.
although, of course, everything that we get from givers through North Texas Giving Day all goes towards our PCA Fund,
Yes.
which we are fundraising for truly all year long. And so this is just kind of a kickstart for
Yeah.
the fall, jumps us right into the PCA Fund giving. And I'll let Kenzie talk a little bit about the PCA Fund.
Because she explained there were 3 different buckets, which I liked. Are we going to
Yes.
use the bucket thing again? Right?
If you can put them on the screen right now.
I like
That's
that. I
watching.
like that. There's 3 buckets, and the PCA Fund
Yes.
was one of the buckets. So explain
It is.
that.
So PCA Fund and North Texas Giving Day are one bucket. It's usually the beginning of the school year that we focus on that. So everything raised for North Texas Giving Day goes to the PCA Fund. And then after that, there is the Zig Ziglar Servant Leadership Award Banquet with Sponsor Align being the focus. So Sponsor Align is the tuition assistance program.
Right.
So those are kind of the focuses in the fall for North Texas Giving Day, and then the focus in the spring with Sponsor Align. And then there's always opportunities to give for planned giving, endowments, and capital campaigns. So
Yes, yes.
it kind of helps separate it out into those 3. So we're starting with focusing on North Texas Giving Day.
Yeah. Now, one of the things parents are going to ask is, right, I thought my tuition paid for all of these things. So what does the PCA Fund do, like, above and beyond what just your normal tuition would cover?
Yeah. So the above and beyond is called the margin of excellence. So it's the extra that allows us to do the most for all of the students, faculty, and staff. It provides that extra beyond tuition. Some of those things tangibly last year looked like ballistic film on all the windows for added security measures on both campuses, replacing cafeteria tables both campuses, kitchen upgrades at Plano, furnishing Portable 3 and renovating the library at North. So when you give, you get to say if you want to give to PCA North or PCA Plano, depending on what your specifications are, and there are 2 funds that are separated out.
Right. So if you give to the North Campus, right, that money will stay at the North Campus and improve things at the North Campus.
Yes.
If you give it to the Plano Campus, that money will stay here. Now, one of the things is you almost got a standing ovation at the lower school curriculum night when you threw out that one of the things you guys were thinking about doing was renovating, right, the playground and the tire chip thing.
Yes.
Right. So that isn't necessarily something that has been done, but if the money is raised, that's one of the things you're looking at doing.
Yes.
Okay.
So money gets raised for it, and then a timeline is placed on it. So first we have to start with the money for it, and then the timeline is placed after that, and then we'll be able to hopefully move forward. So that's
Gotcha.
one of the items that we're hoping that the PCA Fund can provide for.
So you guys are good stewards. So you do financial stuff different than I do in my home, right? So
How do
sometimes
you
I
do
just
it,
I just buy stuff and then I pay for it later, right?
No,
You want the
we're
money
going reverse
first.
on that, yeah.
You want the money
Yes.
first, then you'll figure out what the needs are and put
Yeah.
those in priority. But that at least the parents kind of understand, right? We're looking at some practical things
Yeah.
that need to be done, right? And if the money were there, here's the things that we would do. So that's a fantastic thing to look at.
Yeah, and you talked about how parents often say, well, I thought my tuition covered everything. And tuition covers 95% of the needed things for their student. The remaining 5% comes from the PCA Fund.
Okay.
So we encourage all of our families to give to the PCA Fund because we want to really close that gap between the 95 and the 100%. And all those things in between really enhance PCA. It
Yeah.
makes it excellent. It makes it special. It's why and how we can do things with excellence, like it's stated in our mission statement.
Yeah, and then like the ballistic
Yeah.
film that you mentioned, there are sometimes just needs that pop up, right?
Yeah.
That you go, oh, I didn't know that we needed that, so it really wasn't in the budget, which tuition, right?
Yeah.
Isn't going to cover, and so you kind of go, oh, we need some extra money to do these kind of special projects. So that's where the PCA Fund really comes in.
Yes.
What's our goals for the PCA Fund? Like, what do we hope to raise during this particular giving time?
Yeah, so right now for the Plano campus, we are wanting and hoping to raise $553,000.
Okay.
And we believe in a stretch goal. We believe that we can raise that, and then our hope is to stretch it to possibly $700,000.
Yeah, and I think stretching's good.
It is.
It's healthy.
It really is.
Yep.
And it just allows us to do that much more.
Yeah.
And then, of course, at our North Campus, our goal is $80,000 with a stretch of $100,000. And we were very blessed and excited to really reach a lot of those goals last year. And we believe that our community can, lock arms together and do this. North Texas Giving Day is going to be all over the media. It already is started. People are already seeing signs outside. WFAA is already, sharing North Texas Giving Day stories. And we are just wanting to dive into the community, be part of this Giving Day, and be part of what's going on here.
So now that's a great thing that you brought up because North Texas Giving Day has a lot of opportunities to support a lot of different ministries who are really doing good work out there. So why would a parent want to support PCA? Obviously, they're here with their children, so they do want to support this particular mission and vision. They think what we do is important, right? But why would they want to give kind of the above and beyond to PCA as well?
That's a great question. And really, for us, it all comes back down to kingdom education. We want to support and honor kingdom education. It's the purpose of PCA. It's, again, what we strive for our students to have that Christ foundation, with biblical excellence, strive for academic excellence in all things. And we want to be part of that. And we want others in our community to be part of that. And then there's a lot of other reasons. It's really because we are all in. And when we're all in this together, and it just makes it more special. And then on top of that, we also encourage our faculty and staff to also give and be part of North Texas Giving Day to show that they're all in. And when we're all in together, then really the work of Christ can really show up even more with the resources that God's given us.
Yeah, and by people being all in, there's actually some special little things that kind of happen with the Community Foundation of Texas, kind of how they set it up, right? They'll look at the percentage of, new givers that you have or the percentage of faculty that give, and they'll give different awards and things like that. So that's kind of a neat way that we actually get money outside of our community to come and bless our community because our community is involved and active. And so
Yes.
we've done that in the past. I've known you've said things like, we got extra money because we were the top whatever, or we had so many new donors and things like that.
Yes, that's right. Communities Foundation does a lot of things to help nonprofits. And in the past, they have done, like bonus funds and different things, and they're still doing that. And we really qualify for a lot of those. And so when we give through North Texas Giving Day during this time period, it only enhances and makes it even more available to us. We receive more than just what's that.
Yeah, you get more bang
PCI.
for the buck.
We do.
Right,
More bang for
right.
the buck.
Hey, listen, you can give any time of the year, right?
True.
Megan's not going to turn you away.
True.
But this particular event that you guys are working on in collaboration with the Communities Foundation of Texas really does help nonprofits kind of put them on the radar and amplify, multiply what they're doing.
It does.
So, Kenzie, Megan mentioned something about kingdom education, right?
Yeah.
And I know this isn't necessarily a new phrase for you because you grew up in it, right?
I did.
You grew up in a Christian school in Ohio, right?
Yep.
Your parents are all in. Your family was all in.
Yeah.
So you're kind of a product of the investment into these things, right? When we kind of look at, well, what is this going to get? It's not just kind of weird, but it's not just ballistic film and tire chips.
Yeah.
Right? It's actually an investment into the students, into the
It is.
lives of our families. And so in a sense, right, you're kind of the product of, right, an investment that those people made in that particular Christian school that, right, our families want to make here. So kind of speak to that because you mentioned it at one
Yeah.
of the curriculum nights.
Yeah, so I went to a Christian school K through 12, so I believe so strongly in kingdom education and what it can do, and that margin of excellence and that extra. And I have been so impacted by the generosity of teachers and how they give their time and their talents as part of this community. And so then when we partner with them by giving our resources, we become a community marked by that generosity and giving back to the Lord what He's given to us and stewarding it well. And one of the ways stewarding our money well can look like is through giving it to PCA, because we're trusted to use what we're given back to the Lord and producing more people who understand kingdom education and are impacted by it, just like myself. So I'm so thankful to have been a part and continue to be a part of kingdom education.
Yes. And we're
Well
glad to have
said.
you here.
I love
Yeah,
that.
well said.
Yeah.
A couple other things with North Texas Giving Day specifically. You've got some competitions between grades and grade
We
levels.
Sure
So what's
do.
that look like?
Yes, I'm going to let Kenzie speak onto this
Yeah,
because
so-
we have some really fun, healthy, exciting grade level challenges.
Very healthy. So we have with each grade, so lower school, for example, lower school will get a snow cone party for the grade that has the most participation. So
Love
not
it.
necessarily raising the most money, but having the most participation. That's for lower school. Middle school, depending on the campus that you're part of, it could be a free spirit day or snow cones. They are a popular prize.
Yes.
And then for upper school, chicken minis are the prize. So whatever grade level has the most participation will earn one of those prizes.
So somewhere right around 8th to 9th grade is where we shift from snow cones
Yeah.
to chicken minis.
That's right.
Okay.
Both
okay.
are good. That's
I
right.
never
They're both
shifted.
good.
I think snow cones are the best.
So
Yes.
when you do give, you're able to click the drop down and it'll say which specific grade
Okay.
you want to participate in giving towards, and then that will be counted to your child's grade level goal.
Yeah.
So if you have more than one kid, you can give more than one time, and it'll be counted.
I love that. Now, the other part of it, we mentioned before, like participation is important. And so some parents might be thinking, listen, this is about big donors, right? Which we will not turn away big donors. So if you want to click down that and, drop in a bunch of money and say, hey, listen, I want to bless this school and use this to do some amazing things, fantastic. But really, we need everybody to participate, even if it's a small amount, because the percentage of it is really an important factor in what you guys are looking for. Is that
Yeah,
true?
that's so true, Dan. And a lot of it is that any gift is special. Any gift can make a difference. And whether it's a small gift, large gift, it doesn't matter. We're all in this together. We have the same heart. We still strive for kingdom education. No matter what the gift is, we just encourage participation. And that's why we don't focus on the true amount, but, those who've given and are partnering with us in what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean,
partnership is bigger.
The amount just means that when you get it at the end, right, that determines what you can go out and bless the school by using that particular amount.
Exactly.
But the percentage of participation really shows kind of the heart behind it. And the greater the percentage of participation demonstrates the more people who really are invested in, right, the things that we're doing here at PCA. So I love that. I used to run a nonprofit a long time ago before I came to PCA. And I really was supported by, right, a bunch of people who gave
Yes.
$5 and $10 a month.
Yes.
Right. And every once in a while, a big check would come in and it was a blessing. But I'm just telling you, the bills were paid by people who were just faithful with just a little bit. And that was always such a blessing. And I think that's a good reminder for us, right? North Texas Giving Day isn't just about the big amount, right? Or the amount of money that's raised, but it really is the participation and the percentage of people who say, listen, I just want to give. I can give whatever. Here's what the Lord's, given me to give, right? I've been blessed to be a blessing, right? And as Kenzie said, right, our staff is generous. Right, and so we want our parents to join in and all of us together, right? Be a
absolutely.
part of Kingdom Education. All in.
North Texas Giving Day is like one of the most fun days.
It is.
Because our parents and community can expect to walk up on campus and see our cheerleaders, some of the football players. We're going to have stickers on the lower school kids. We're going to have music. We're going to have the band. Like, this is a community event.
Yeah.
Everybody is part of this. And it's exciting to be part of it. It's exciting to get our kids involved. And it's a great opportunity to say and share with our own children, hey, this is why we give, and what does generosity look like?
Yeah.
And, why it kind of goes back to, like, why do we tithe? Why do we give back? And it's just a great lesson for families in general and to have conversation about it.
Yeah. It really is. It's a fun event. I think for new families coming in, right, you're kind of like, what's PCA all about and what's the heart of PCA? And it really is, right, when the church, the home, and the school are working together, when we're able to provide kingdom education, right? And I'm just telling you, it's a great facility. It's a great place to be. But this is the day that kind of takes us above and beyond, right, to kind of address those other needs that are there, right? Tuition pays for keeping the lights on and keeping the kids, educated and the teachers being paid. But every once in a while, there's some things where we go, man, I wish we had some resources to do this or to do that. And it just makes it a better environment all around. And that's what North Texas Giving Day is all about.
It is. It really is. And, our mission statement starts with in pursuit of excellence. And that couldn't be a more truer statement, because we do everything with excellence. And because of something like North Texas Giving Day and the gifts that are given, it enhances the experience here for our students at PCA, and that's what we want.
Yeah.
And when we're doing that, we're working together.
Yeah.
So.
Now, Megan, you had one last comment about just alumni, because our alumni are a part still of PCA, because they've been through, as Kenzie was talking about, the school that she went to. The alumni have been through here, right? They've been blessed by what PCA has done. Can they still give to support, even if they don't have their kids here, just to continue to support the mission and the work of PCA?
Yes. Thank you, Dan. I did have a note about alumni, because our alumni are very special to the school. And we are so excited and thankful that so many of them have come back now as parents.
Yep.
And we have several alumni parents at our North Campus and Plano campus. And they are, they benefited from the resources and the teachers and the experience back when they were here as a student.
Yep.
And now they're sending their children back to PCA. And Alex Bellamy is our alumni director, and she does a phenomenal job of really creating and keeping that community through our blues and golds, through those who want to come back and hear more. We also have an alumni discount for our students who are, interested in coming back. So we really value an alumni at PCA.
Yeah.
And we encourage our alumni to also give back, be part of North Texas Giving Day, just like they were part of this experience back when they were here.
Yeah, I saw an alumni this morning, actually, at a PTF meeting. So she's a parent now. And she said, hi, Mr. Panetti. I was just like, right, I was like, it's just Dan now, right? But it's funny, right? Because, I look at our alumni, and I can see them when they were in high school, and they were walking the halls. And so, right, you kind of have the flashback, but it's like, now you're an adult, and you have your kids here.
That's
you
right.
can just call me Dan.
Oh, I
but
love that.
It was sweet, and we love our alumni. And really, the blessing because they really are the products of what we're making, what we're producing. It's not just about educating kids; it's about equipping. Right?
Equipping.
Portrait of a graduate.
Yes.
Portrait of a graduate, young men and women to go out and make a difference, right, for the cause of Christ. And you know what? So
Yes.
many of our alumni are doing such an amazing job, right, in the work world with their families, right, in their communities and in their churches, and it's just such a blessing. So for them to be able to bless us and say thank you for investing, right, and into making me the man or the woman that I am today, it's just such a blessing to hear back from them.
It is. And, one thing I want, our families to know is that we recognize that it's a sacrifice, and it is hard for some families to even be at PCA. It's a financial sacrifice, and that's why it's not about just how much a family gives,
Right.
but participating in with their volunteer efforts, their time, giving what they can, and just being part of what we're doing is what makes it really special.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of really anything better than educating the next generation, right, to be kingdom-minded, right, godly men and women, right, of all the things that you can give to out there, right. I mean, PCA and our mission really is one of those things that's the most important thing from not just today, but for generations to come.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
thank you for your work on North Texas Giving Day and for explaining it kind of to our parents, just reminding them how important this day is and how much fun it is to be a part of this particular community and its generosity.
It is. It's going to be so much
It's
fun.
so fun. But
It
the
is-
benefits are serious. Like it's
right.
so fun, but it really truly makes an impact that's lasting. So
Awesome. Megan, Kinsey, thanks for your time.
You bet. Thank you so much,
You bet.
Dan.
thanks, Dan.
Thank you for investing the time to listen to this episode of The Journey. Please take a minute to share with friends and family who will also benefit from this valuable resource. And don't forget to rate and review this podcast on your favorite podcast app. It is truly our blessing and honor to walk with you on The Journey.